even add one more. So we're gonna place our new blue wall dart here, and if you really are feeling it, you can add these, right? These extra blue wall darts and stuff like that, and your upgraded materials. Replace the traps that you did have, because these are gonna be super useful. And I suggest you guys use the 2-star materials. So we also did get a legendary gas trap out of a llama, so we are gonna use that. But we're gonna place that wall dart. All right. Simple enough. It's really not that big of a change. Alright, and we still have this the same from last. So now we're going to go over to B. We're going to do A south in a little bit, but I'm using my screenshots and it goes to B next, so that's how we're going to. Alright, so one of those things is we had this wall dart added last time. And while that's all fine and dandy, smashers are still a big pain in the ass on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more to our tunnel. Okay. So the way that we are going to do that is we are going to extend our tunnel out just a tad. Let me pull up exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to find this wall dart at the beginning of the tunnel. We're going to place a wall that's facing the south and the north. A wall here, and a ceiling above, and a ceiling above, a wall here, floor and a floor. So this is just like a normal timeout box, and it's that concept that we've been exploring in Plankerton a lot. If you guys haven't already, I do have Plankerton SSD guides as well. They're not completed at the time of this video, but they will be completed all the way through. Basically, we're going to use a concept called a timeout. So what is a timeout box? As the husks want to walk through here, right, we can slow them down with our wooden, and we can use a wall launcher. So just any old wall launcher, this will go off and it'll push them into this box, right? And we can add a bunch of damage traps in here and make it really super effective. So here's what the traps I have. So we're gonna have a ceiling gas trap right here. This is just for if husks walk through this, they're going to get hit by the ceiling gas trap and kill them. We're going to have them pushed into here. We're going to have a wall dart here. Now you might be like, okay, well, wall darts have a pretty high range. Why are we using it like that? We're actually going to look at this right wall and put a window in it. So the husks, if you think about it, are going to be walking right up here. They're going to be walking here, and this windowed wall actually will let the wall dart pass through. So we can get some free damage off on husks. We're then going to place a wall dart on this wall, because if they walk right here across these floor spikes, they can get hit by it. We're going to place a ceiling electric field above. And this is going to hit husks that walk across here. We're then going to place a floor freeze trap. We're going to place it down here. We're also going to place a Zapamax, or if you guys have a wall dynamo, down right here. And that's the majority of what we're going to add to this amplifier. We're also going to worry about block off over here because there's more smashers and the husks are getting a little bit harder. We're going to add a tad bit more. We did add a little bit more to their pathing. Instead of them being able to path right, they have to walk around this. So we're going to add a little. So we're just going to add a wall to the front of this. Wall. Stone facing the southwest. Stone facing the northwest. And that's it. And we're going to tier 3 that. At this point, I expect you guys all to tier 3 your material, especially in your home bases. Maybe not so in missions, but in home bases, it's extremely important to mitigate propane issues. So propane's affecting themselves, and to continue having the husk path the way you as they. All right. So now we're going to go over to our we have a good bit of changes. Okay? So we have a really small tunnel, and we were blocked by our storm shield last time. So we're actually going to add on to this tunnel. I'm not entirely sure if I placed the ceiling electric field last time, but it's going to be a ceiling. We're going to place a wall dart right here, right? So if they walk across this wooden floor, it's going to be a wall dart shooting into the tunnel right here. So it'll shoot into this wall. We're also going to have a wall dart right here. And this will just shoot across over into this side. We as well want to add a floor and a floor. These are, or a ceiling and a ceiling. These are just going to have ceiling gas traps on them. I know this is a little bit like, I'm not going to say spammy, but these ceiling gas traps are going to be super important, and you really don't need the floor, right? You can add a wood like here if you want, but it's not that necessary, as pretty much everything will die to the ceiling gas traps except for the bigger thing. Now that we have that, we're going to place a wall here. We're going to place a wall here, a cone facing the northeast, a wall, a floor, a cone, right? Because now that we're dealing with lobbers more consistently, lobbers might want to walk up this, walk up here and throw, or husks might want to walk up here and go on top of a build. But we don't want that, so we want to block off this, right? And because of that, we add a little bit more torque. So what we're going to do is we're going to place another wall here, a wall here, a ceiling above, and a ceiling above. We're going to place a wall dart here. You can also put a wall launcher here, but I felt as though we should get the consistent damage out of our gas traps that are right here. So we're going to place a gas trap above, a ceiling electric field. We're going to come right here. This is going to be a wall launcher, another wall dart, so it's going to be shooting across into here. Then we're going to have a Zapamax. Boom, boom. So we're going to make sure all that's tier 3. Not going to let that go. I know it's probably a meme at this point. Probably not even a meme. Probably just annoying at this point. But I want that to get across to you guys that you should 100% tier. Alright, we're going to come right over to this tunnel over here, the C South. And we just have a few adjustments to this one. We're going to tier 3 all of this. So one of those things that like is good in theory, throwing them off right here with this wall launcher, and then they'd have to walk around. I don't want to do that so much anymore, and I want to add a little bit more extra damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a wall here, and this is going to have a wall dynamo, or wall dart. We're going to place it here. What's going to happen is this wall launcher is going to go off, push them here. They're going to get hit by this wall dart in the ceiling electric field, and this wall launcher will on this one. So you'll consistently get them doing it. We're then going to continue forward. We're going to turn around. We're going to find our ceiling electric field and place a wall out of it. This is going to have a wall dart here. And this wall dart will be able to shoot into our tunnel and provide massive damage on the bigger husk and the smaller husk as well. We're going to keep going forward in our tunnel after it's tier 3. And we're going to go all the way right up here. And we left this blank last time because I think it was 2 times ago because we didn't have wall darts. So we're going to place that wall and put a wall dart here. Oh my god, that's not a wall dart. So we're going to place a wall dart. We're going to place it right here. And that wall dart's going to shoot in these 2 tiles, and it's going to hit mainly smashers. Smashers are going to be the biggest thing that are actually going to get to this tunnel. So we're going to place them. One of those things that we didn't really do last time because we didn't have the space to, but on this west side tunnel, there are spawns all the way. And I went over that kind of last time, that there's spawns all the way up here. So the husks are able to walk up that ramp and walk all the way over here and drop down. So we don't want that, so we're gonna block their path with block off, and we're gonna place a wall here, a cone facing the southwest, and we're gonna just surround them. This should prevent them from walking this way, and we'll have them drop off right there. So beautiful. We've prevented their pathing. So that's like a lot of the goals of these videos, is we want you guys to understand that the husks, you can get them to walk in a certain direction, and that's mainly how you're going to deal with it. So now we're going to go over to A South, and this is one of those tunnels that you can keep adding on to it because it's kind of so short, right? If you look at it, it's really, really short. so we can keep adding on to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 ceiling tiles. We're gonna have a wall here. So on those ceiling tiles, we're gonna have gas traps. These are just our best trap right now. If I'm being honest with you guys, if you guys have a ceiling gas trap, these are gonna kill a majority of your heights. If you have it tier 2, realistically, you could probably get away with just having ceiling gas trap. But we're gonna have those. We're gonna place this wall dart right here, shooting across. So the husks that come up right over here, and the husks that come up this ramp will get hit by those walls. We're also going to place them right here on this wall. I think this was a dynamo before, but change it to a wall. And I wasn't sure if I did this. I think I did this in the last video. We added this floor. And that's kind of super important. As well as we're going to add a wall dart right here on the amplifier. This wall dart is going to be, if anything gets to right here, this wall dart will go off and kill them. We're going to come on up into the side of the tunnel, and we're going to add... basically, we're going to add a wall dart here, a wall dart here, a wall dart here, and a wall dart here. And that's just because in case that rare spawn happens and they want to walk this direction, this will be able to kill them. So that's why we have this. You can get away with a lot less if you don't get that spawn, but if you do, you kind of get screwed. We're also going to come over here to the right. So you'll have husks that might want to come beat this. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a cone. Oh my god. We're going to add a cone right here, facing the southeast. A cone right here, facing the southeast. We're going to surround those in walls. And that should serve as an extra 2 layers of block off. They won't even think about coming by any. And that's what we really want. We don't want the husks even to come in this area. We want them to go right into our... So this is going to be a preventative measure, and it's going to make sure that the husks don't come up. Alright, and we tier 3. So that's going to be basically all of the build, and we're just adding a little bit more damage into this build. And this, if you have the other amplifiers, you can take this concept where you find the best pathway, so find the path that has the choke point, and build similar tunnels to the design, so like the recycling with the wall launcher at the front, the 2x1 that cuts off to the left or the right type of thing, and get them all to path into a straight line so that you can focus all your damage into one tunnel instead of over a large area like I see a lot of you guys do. But I do hope you guys enjoy this, and we will have the gameplay of it working in the background after this. But if you guys like this video, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Consider using my creator code. It's Mitch_Robs_. And thank you to Alchemist Lion for letting me use his base. I really appreciate it. I didn't want to buy a second account. So thank you guys so much. Let's get on to the game.